Hello and welcome back. Today is day 5 of our daily drawing challenge. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we are doing a daily drawing challenge here on this channel, and today is the 5th day. That means it's time for our 5th prompt. And the prompt is watering cans. So we're going to be drawing this with Adobe Fresco. If you want to check out the previous tutorials in this challenge, you can find a playlist called the Drawing Challenge, and it'll have all the previous things that we have drawn in this challenge so far. So today is the final day and we're going to be drawing this. So let's just get started. Click on your files and go to the folder that we created in our first intro video. So let's go ahead and click on Create New and go to Digital and Current Screen Size. I have a rough sketch for you guys. So if you want it, you can go ahead and download it from the link in the description box below. And once you have it downloaded, bring it here by clicking on Images, Photos or Files, wherever you have saved it, and bring it in. Click on Done. Now we'll go into Levels and make this as Multiply and reduce the opacity. Now I'm going to go to the level below and click on plus. So now before we begin, I would like to bring in a texture because that will make things look a little nicer. So you can find the link to download this texture in the description box below. So go ahead and download it. I have mine in Files. So again, I'll go to Images, in Files. I'm going to go there and get the texture in. Maybe let's do Cold Press Arctic watercolor paper. And then use the corners here to extend it beyond the artboard. That's super necessary. Don't use these, but the corners. Click on Done. And now you see that you can't see anything. So go to your levels here, click and click on Multiply, and you'll see that it automatically gets applied. So you can reduce the opacity here. Like if you want it to look really like watercolor paper, keep it high. If you want to reduce it, go ahead and reduce it. I'm going to just make it around 90s. Click and change it if you want. There you go. Now we're going to go ahead and draw everything under this layer. That's really important. So I'll go back here. I want a nice yellow, so I'm going to go ahead and keep it here. This one up here. And over here. So this is 52, 100 and 100. Maybe, yep, that should be okay. If you want to change, you can change it like this as well. And for brushes, I'm going to go into dry media. I'll choose hot pastel. You can choose any brush that you want. Another great option is this pastel square, which is amazing, but I'll just use hot pastel. My brush is set to 105 and my flow is around 45 or 49. Doesn't matter, just around that number would work. Now let's go ahead and add this. You see my sketch is a bit wonky. Well, it was on purpose because I didn't want it to be a straight, clean cut watering can. So go ahead and change it. If you want, like make it straight or make it wonky, however you want, it's up to you. I'll go ahead and hide the sketch because I want to make sure that I'm drawing at least edges, nice and straight. That looks fine. I don't care about top much because I'm going to add something there, right? Maybe here. Let's make it a wider base, something like that. And I see that this one, oh, there you go. There's a rogue stroke there, so I'm going to hide it. Now, let's bring back the sketch. Now I'll go back in here. Now I need to add some designs on that. So I'm just going to use the same yellow plus for a new layer. And we're going to click on this thing here called the clipping mask. And I'm going to make this multiply because I'm using the same color, but I want things to show up. So if I use multiply, it'll create a blend mode. Let me go into pencil, rough pencil. It's at 12. I think that should be okay. And I'm just going to draw some lines like this. So if you don't like this particular blend mode, there are multiple options there. You can experiment with all of these. Let me just show you some. Now, if you go to screen, it'll lighten it up. Pretty nice as well, isn't it? So yeah, you can try out different things. If you want to keep it screen, keep it. And there's one more thing, that's overlay, which is another favorite of mine. So these blend modes work great, like work differently with different kinds of colors. So this is yellow, so it looks like this. If you were using a different color, maybe it would turn up entirely different. Let's keep it at screen and reduce this a little bit. Now plus, I want something nice and blue. So I'm going to click on blue here and let's see this color. Looks like a very nice blue, maybe a little lighter. It's 206, 100 and 100. Go back here and go to hot pastel or maybe pastel square. and we're going to draw this top part. Now we have to add these final things over there, so we can go ahead and add it now, plus, and I'm going to go into black. You can use the same thing that you're using. I'm going to draw this like this, and don't worry if it comes out like this. We can just move the layer so that it goes behind the watering can. Now let's move this, click and hold, and move it all the way down below the yellow layer so that it looks like this. Now that we are done with the first watering can, I want you to go ahead and group it so that it doesn't get in the way. Click, select multiple, and choose everything that makes this watering can and click on folder. Now don't include the sketch because we want the sketch outside. That's done. So if you hide it, your watering can goes away. Now next one, we're going to make this one here. So we'll go all the way up, and you can make it red if you want to. It's up to you, but I'm going to make it slightly pinkish red. How about that? It's about 339, 100 and 100. And I'll go back into my hard pastel, and we're going to draw this. Now plus and a clipping mask, and you can again do this multiply or whatever. And now I'm going to go into charcoal, and in here I'll select charcoal pencil. So you would want to do some nice designs, and you see what's happening? That's because anything that's red does not really work with blend modes. So you'll have to choose some other color here. Even if you do screen, it doesn't really affect it so much because that's a problem with red. This is a little pinkish, so that's why you at least see something. But if you're using bright red, yeah, you wouldn't be able to see it at all. So we cannot use blend mode, so I'm going to go into normal. I completely forgot about that. So let's try some other color. Make it darker, I guess. Why not? And then move it a little bit up, make it maroon. Clipping mask. And now we're going to make some designs on it. You can go ahead and make any type of design that you want. I'm just roughly making something. So now let's go back to the layer below this plus, because I don't want to keep moving the layers. You're going to go ahead and select black, and then you can again go to dry media. By the way, you can just go into recents and you'll find all your brushes there. So paste and square, and let's make this. So now let's group this up. Next we're going to move into this one, but I want it below the red watering can layer. So we're going to use blue. Maybe we can use the same one that we have, and a hot pastel, and let's color this in. And then let's click on plus and clipping mask. I'm going to make this into screen, and then I'm going to reduce the opacity a little bit. I need a charcoal pencil. I just want to mimic like it's raining on an ocean. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, there you go. That's done. And let's add our handles. So we'll go all the way down, plus black, and then paste and square. Okay, and I want some here. This can has some feet. Let's go ahead and group this up. Okay, all three water cans ready. The last one, so I'll go all the way to the top and plus, and I want to make this bright orange. So let's go all the way up and make it bright orange, and use that, whatever brush you have, doesn't matter. And then plus, and we're going to create a tiny little window in there to see our water level. I have chosen white, by the way. And we're going to fill it with water, so plus, and make a clipping mask so that it doesn't go above that color. So blue, but I want it a little lighter, so move it up, these colors, And then we're going to make water up here. Go below, plus, and we'll make the handles. Make sure it doesn't touch each other. And now we're going to go ahead and hide the sketch and look at what we have created. That's wonderful. Let's go ahead and group this. So I feel like this one could be a little down. So I'm on that group right now. I'm going to transform and I'm going to bring it down a little bit here like that. Done. See how easy it is to move when you group them? Perfect. Let's go back all the way and click on a new layer. And I'm going to go ahead and choose a green. It's all the way there. And this one, maybe make it bright. Let's go ahead and choose hard pastel. Increase the size. You can change the color now, but I'll just press plus and clipping mask and try to make this multiply and see if I like the color that it comes out. Okay, good. I'm going to add a bit of shadow wherever there's a watering can. You can make these shadows darker as well by giving a completely different color. I think they should look fine now. Now let's make some water. I'm going to use the watercolor that I use over here, and we're going to go into a pastel square. And you want some water coming out of these things, so plus, all on a different layer. Oh wait, you want to go all the way up and plus. So now we're going to make some pools of water or droplets coming out. I think the colors are not matching properly, so maybe we can go here and increase the screen, lighten it. I guess if you want to go inside a group, you can double click to go inside and press this arrow to get out. There you go. That's good. Now let's go all the way even below the bottom layer. Plus, you're going to use a really light blue. So move your square thingy to the corner as much as you can. And this one we're going to move up as well to get the palest blue that we can get, I guess. And use your fill tool and we're going to fill the sky. With vector or pixel, doesn't matter. See, it's too dark. I do not like that. So we're going to move further up here. I'll use my 2-finger tap to undo things, or you can use these buttons as well. Fill it in with pixel. Why not? Again, I feel it's a bit darker. I want it brighter. How can we make it brighter? Maybe move this up. I think this looks nice. There you go. And there you go. Pixel. And then I think it's because of this. If we reduce the opacity here, see, it gets much more brighter. But yeah, it depends on what you like. You can always go ahead and change it according to you, whichever color you like. Okay, make it brightest and clear layer. It's fine. Let's make some clouds. You need some white and some hard pastel. We're gonna make some clouds. This is on a different layer, by the way, otherwise this thing won't work. And you see, you can barely see the clouds because the blue isn't blue enough. So we're going to go ahead and go to the earlier blue, I guess. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, that's much better. Now let's go ahead and add some text to all these watering cans, because why not? Black, and my favorite one is charcoal pencil. And this is at 20s. It'll be much easier if you have it on 20s. And this one I'm going to make a to-do list. And in the end, I think I have to bring it down. You know why? Because the water droplets were behind the to-do list. Doesn't make sense. Go all the way top, plus, and now the final thing. Plus, let's go to white. And I'm going to write watering cans. And plus. There you go. Your artwork is ready for export. You can click on share, publish and export. Export as, rename your file, PNG or JPEG, and export it and save to wherever you want. So that brings us to the end of this challenge, and I hope you had fun. Let me know if you'd like me to try some more of these challenges. If you like this tutorial, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. If you want to watch the previous videos, look for the playlist Daily Challenge in Adobe Fresco. I think it's called something similar to that. I will leave a link in the description box below so that you can check out all the other videos as well. If you want to support this channel, you can always buy me a coffee on ko-fi.com. I guess I'll see you in the next video then.